and discuss about some important issue about safety issue in herbal medicines and animal toxicity study in our country. So, without wasting time, I would like to introduce our special guest and also my friends in College Kemaran Timur. So, I introduce you, my friends. Arga Binti Johari. So, how are you today? I'm fine. So, uh, I guess last week you have gone to study in UITM. Can you discuss a little bit about the study to our audience?
Okay. Assalamualaikum and thank you, my friends. Okay, last week we have done field study at UITM insyaAllah for course Herbal Safety Evolution. In the topic Herbal Safety and Toxicity Study. Okay, at UITM insyaAllah we escape the beberapa lain for animal toxicity study such as the best way to handling the animal for experimental. Okay, so to get the more information about acute and toxicity study,
So, let's watch this video.
From UITM, we can conclude as we interview Dr. Vilayans, one of the deans in LAFAM. First question about the sample test, type of toxicity test, and duration of the test. Doctor says that UITM Puncak Alam no have test sample yet. For types of toxicity test in UITM, the test was based on the researchers' one. They will choose which one guideline that is suitable to follow. Next, duration of the test in UITM. Dr. Vilayan says that from this time, there are no use 28-day chronic tests in toxicity tests. They only use acute tests in 40 days. For the second question, how they handle and manage the animal and study and test. What we can see, they have proper housing and management of animal facilities are essential to animals' well-being. To the quality of research data and teaching or testing program. Before the study begins, this animal will be in 12 hours in days and 12 hours in night. They will fasting 1 day before the days be given the oral medicine. The researcher will keep control and maintain temperature and humidity of air in this case. It can keep the animal calm and no stress that can give error in data. They also make sure that the animals get enough food and water.
The difference condition between a control group and experiment group is one group is exposed to the conditions of experiment and the other is not. The definitions of experimental group is the group in a scientific experiment where the experimental procedure is performed. The group is exposed to the independent variable being tested and they change in body weight, hematological and biochemistry tests was observed and recorded. While a control group is a group separated from the rest of the experiment where the independent variable being tested cannot influence the result. For example, in acute toxicity study of standardized Metrogyna spiosa aqueous extracts for 14 days have been shown the difference condition between experimentals and control groups in body weight, hematological and clinical biochemistry tests and the conditions of organ. So for the body weight, it showed the difference between the treatments and the controls groups, where the treatment weight is decreased than the control groups. While in the hematological and clinical biochemistry, tests for albumin, calcium, and cholesterol decrease in the treatment group, difference to the control groups. And the last one is the conditions of organs. The organ that have been observed is liver, heart, lung, and brain. And the difference between the conditions of experimental and control group is the weight of the liver, lung, heart, and brains. For the experimental or treatment groups, the weight of the organ is less than the control groups, and these results show that the Mitragina spiosa aqueous extracts give a toxic effects to the animal.
Lastly, the important component need to be considered while handling animal toxicity study is first, we must give freely accessible option and a predictable home cage environment. If rat cannot adapt with the environment, they can become stressed. Always make sure their cage were clean. It is important to make sure the condition not affect the result of toxicity test. Second, we must give suitable bedding material because rats usually spend a lot of time sleeping and like to hide and sleep in the dark. Third, avoid moving their cage unless necessary because it can make the rat stressful. This also can affect the result in the end of the experiment. And lastly, the animal feeding must be cared. We must feed the rat after then give orally. Make sure they get the food and water enough. That's all from me.
So from the video, I guess we get a lot of information about safety, issue in herbal medicines, and animal toxicity study. So I guess
That's all for us. Thank you.
and assalamualaikum. See you next time.
Ready?
Here we go.
Bye.
Let's go to the beach, let's go get away.
They say what they gonna say.
Have a drink, clink, found the Bud Light. Bad bitches like me is hard to come by. The
Patron on, let's go get it on. Zone on, yes, I'm in the zone. Is it
2, 3, leave a good tip. I'ma blow up all my money and don't give
I'm on the floor. I love to dance, so give me more, till I can't stand. Get on the floor, like it's your last chance. If you want more, then here I am.
Starships were meant to fly.
Hands up and touch the sky.
Can't stop, cause we're so high. Let's do this one more time.